Rain pounded the rooftop like urgent footsteps. Adam Keller clutched a velvet box in his trembling hand. Thunder rumbled over downtown Chicago. Neon signs flickered through wind-blown mist. He leaned over the edge, heart hammering. His gift lay open, its secret exposed. A sapphire necklace glowed in wet moonlight. He'd planned this moment for months. Now everything threatened to slip away. Sirens wailed in the distance below. Adam's breath hitched as lightning split the sky. He tasted salt and fear on his tongue. The city pulsed beneath him, oblivious. He closed his eyes, mind racing. How had a loving gesture become a trap? A cold hand gripped his shoulder. He spun around, blood roaring in his ears. A silhouette loomed against flashing clouds. Before he could cry out, something crashed. Metal screeched as the railing buckled. His fingers slipped on polished steel. Thunder cracked. Then a firm voice cut through the storm. "Adam, grab my hand." He reached blindly into darkness. Fingers met flesh, warm and insistent. Lightning illuminated a desperate face. She wasn't his fiancée, yet she held his life. And behind her, shadows shifted. Adam's chest tightened as he realized. Character introduction and background. Adam Keller woke to stale coffee in subways. He shared a cramped Lincoln Park apartment. His sister, Claire, lived 5 blocks away. He worked as a junior architect downtown. Each morning, he rode the L2 State Street. Blueprints littered his desk at Wexler and Hayes. He chased approval from senior partners. His mother worried he worked too hard. His father taught him to build bridges. Claire called him my rock since childhood. He'd designed her college dorm window. He planned her bridal shower last spring. At 29, he felt a constant ache. Love slipped through his grasp, again and again. He scrolled wedding blogs late into the night. His latest fiancée, Sophie, adored antique jewelry. He'd sought the perfect sapphire to win her heart. He imagined her gasping at its sparkle. Yet every ring, every word felt hollow. He pushed doubts aside for Claire's big day. Her sister's wedding meant the world to him. He recalled Sophie's smile when he proposed. But a single gift lay between joy and ruin. He sensed a hidden twist in the plan, and something in his chest whispered danger. Asterisk, an unmarked envelope. Arrived that morning. No return address, no stamp. Inside, a photograph of Sophie at a gala. She wore his sapphire necklace. Her smile looked triumphant and strange. He reread the note scrawled below. "See you tonight." His pulse spiked. Memories of the rooftop flooded back. He gripped his phone, thumb trembling. Claire texted, "Ready for rehearsal." He forced a calm reply. Every instinct screamed, to flee. Who sent this? What did they want? He traced the envelope's postmark nowhere. Fear twisted his gut. He locked the velvet box away, but curiosity burned hotter than dread. He had to know why Sophie betrayed him. By afternoon, he promised himself answers. Yet looming beyond questions, he sensed peril. Asterisk, a black SUV lingered outside Claire's venue. Adam spotted tinted windows as he parked. He shivered despite the warm evening air. Claire hugged him, oblivious to danger. Her whispered thanks felt hollow against his worry. He scanned the crowd for Sophie's sapphire necklace. Instead, he saw a stranger's cold stare. She wore a tailored suit and bruised knuckles. Her eyes glinted with unspoken purpose. Adam's heart pounded in his ears. He gripped Claire's arm beneath the lace table. Footsteps echoed on marble floor. A folded note slid onto his place setting. He opened it with trembling fingers. "Stop searching or she dies," it warned. Ink smeared under his fingertips. Claire looked on, puzzled by his pallor. He tucked the note into his pocket. His phone buzzed with an unknown number. A distorted voice whispered, "You took what's ours." Then the line went dead. Adam's chest tightened. He needed help he couldn't yet name. As guests danced to a jazz quartet, he slipped away, toward the loading dock. Rain began to mist against the alley bricks. The suited woman appeared at the dock door. Her gun glowed under harsh floodlights. Adam froze in a pool of dread. She cocked her head, studying him. "We can end this tonight," she offered softly. He swallowed against dry lips. "Who are you?" he managed to croak. She paused, rain dripping from her coat. "Your sister's safety depends on your choice." Adam's mind raced with every nightmare. He pictured Claire's tearful face. He pictured Sophie's shocked expression. He pictured his ruined promise. A distant siren cut through the storm. He took a wary step backward. Thunder rolled as he weighed his options. Suddenly, the dock door slammed open. A second figure emerged, broad-shouldered and silent. Bullets cracked against metal crates. Adam dove for cover. Shards of wood splintered around him. The gunwoman fired again, eyes blazing. His heart thundered faster than the rain. Then the newcomer grabbed his arm. "Follow me," the stranger hissed urgently. Adam risked one glance. Claire's laughter drifted from inside. He climbed to his feet without thinking. Rain plastered his hair to his forehead. The duo vanished into the night. Lights flickered. On the wet pavement, Adam's pulse pounded with newfound fear. Who had ambushed them on a wedding night? And why did danger chase his gift? He realized this mystery ran deeper than love. His every step echoed betrayal. Until now, he could only run. But running meant leaving Claire behind. Adam crouched behind rusted oil drums in a dim garage. Fluorescent bulbs flickered overhead. His rescuer, Elena Martinez, guided his breathing. She moved with calm precision. Eyes forward, she instructed softly. Adam blinked back, sweat and fear. He shadow-punched at empty air. His muscles protested each surge. Elbow up, Elena barked. He jabbed again, heart racing. Each strike echoed his desperation. He stumbled, chest heaving. Elena offered a water bottle. He gulped, mind buzzing. "This isn't just self-defense," she said. "It's steel for your spirit." She paced across cracked concrete. Her own knuckles still bore purple bruises. Adam remembered her at the dock. She'd risked everything for him. He shook off doubt. He balanced on shaky feet. Elena guided him to a punching bag. "Imagine your fear hanging here," she said. He swung with all his might. Leather thudded under his fist. Pain flared in his shoulder. He clenched teeth and kept going. Minutes blurred into sweat and grit. "Elbow drive," she reminded him. He thrust forward, raw energy channeling anger. "Again," she urged. Adam found rhythm in struggle. He landed a solid hook. Leather rippled under impact. His chest tightened with pride. "Better," Elena smiled. They paused, breathing in unison. She wiped his brow. "Now mine's strength," she whispered. She led him to a wooden sparring dummy. "Focus on the threat," she said. He tapped the dummy's midsection. Each tap became a mantra. Fear mutated into resolve. Elena studied him with sharp eyes. "You carry more than rage," she noted. Adam frowned. "I feel guilt," he admitted. "For leaving Claire behind." Elena nodded sagely. "Survivors carry guilt," she said softly. "Use it to fuel your fight." He inhaled deeply. He struck again with renewed purpose. Harder, faster, clearer. He heard his own heartbeat calm. Elena guided him to a handgun resting on a table. He froze, palm slick on cold metal. She tapped his shoulder. "This is choice," she explained. "Not violence." He listened. He raised the weapon with care. She coated each detail in calm words. How to aim, she taught. How to breathe. He aligned sights with trembling hands. He exhaled steadily. Metal clicked softly. He aimed at a distant target. His finger hovered. Elena watched, unwavering. He fired once. The shot cracked through still air. Adam's shoulders sagged. He exhaled. In relief, he felt power soothe the pain. She offered a rare nod of approval. He lowered the weapon. Rain pattered on the garage roof. They paused in shared silence. Elena's eyes glimmered with her own loss. "Your fight isn't only yours," she said. He glanced at her. She had her own scars. He realized they mirrored each other, broken, yet rebuilding. He stood taller, muscles still trembling, mind sharpening like a blade. He pocketed the velvet box inside his coat. It felt lighter now. He thanked Elena quietly. She slung a duffel bag over his shoulder. "Gear up." She nodded. He found body armor inside. It felt alien against his skin. He slipped it on. His reflection in a grimy mirror showed change. Determination replaced panic in his gaze. Elena tapped his arm. "Tomorrow, we move," she said. Adam exhaled. He felt ready, yet somewhere deep, a whisper persisted. Despite new strength, the threat loomed larger. He clenched his fists around resolve. Elena gave a final nod. He met her steady stare. "I won't lose again," he promised. She offered a half smile. "Then let's finish this." Rain dripped through broken window panes. Adam stepped into night's wet embrace. His heart hammered, but he stood firm. The road ahead still twisted with danger. But now, he carried more than fear. He carried hope and a trained fist. And tomorrow, he would fight back. Asterisk. Adam and Alina slipped through empty side streets. He clutched the velvet box against his chest. She led him toward a dimly lit loft. Inside, maps and files covered a wooden table. Alina pointed at a framed photograph. It showed Sophie and Claire, laughing together. Adam's throat went dry. He never knew Sophie and Claire were friends. Elena's voice cut through his shock. She was Claire's maid of honor once. Adam staggered backward against a cracked wall. Claire never mentioned that hidden bond. He felt betrayal swirl in his gut. Alina slid another photo across the table. It pictured Sophie hugging their father at a gala. Adam's breath caught. His father never attended family weddings. Why did Sophie seek him out? Alina pressed a file into his hand. Sophie's secret partnership with the Vaughn cartel. Adam's vision blurred as he read. His fiancée trafficked stolen jewels internationally. She stole his sapphire gift for clients. The sapphire's hidden microchip tracked Claire's location. Claire's wedding was a setup from the start. Adam's jaw clenched with fury. How could she use Claire like that? Elena's eyes softened. Sophie planned to extort your family legacy. Adam stumbled to a dusty chair. He gripped his head in his hands. All he believed twisted into lies. Then a voice echoed behind him. It's worse than you think. He turned to see Claire standing in the doorway. Her eyes brimmed with tears and steel. I knew something felt wrong. Adam stood, startled by her presence. Claire stepped into the loft's light. She held a USB drive in trembling fingers. I traced hours of video feeds. She handed it to him. He plugged it into a battered laptop. Footage of Sophie and cartel leaders played. They plotted to lure him into handing over assets. His pulse thundered in his ears. Claire sank to the floor, shaking. I'm sorry I kept this from you. Adam knelt beside her, heart torn. Elena's weapon clinked against her hip. In that instant, betrayal cut deeper than any blade. But Claire's confession eased his rage. He realized his sister risked everything for truth. He helped her to her feet. Then the loft door splintered inward. Armed cartel enforcers burst in. Sparks flew as a rifle discharged. Adam shielded Claire. Behind his body, Alina returned, fire, fierce and precise. Bullets ripped through old plaster walls. Adam grabbed his sister's hand. He pulled her toward a back exit. Claire's sobs mixed with gunfire. They tripped over scattered files in the dark. Alina covered their retreat with steady shots. Adam's mind raced with new resolve. No more running, no more doubt. He'd protect Claire at any cost, and he'd expose Sophie's betrayal to the world. As they vanished into the alley, Adam tightened his grip on the velvet box. Betrayal had cut them deeply, but now they moved forward together. Asterisk. The abandoned grain silo loomed near Lake Michigan. Rust stained the corrugated walls. Adam led Claire through yawning entry doors. Alina stayed close, gun raised. Moonlight spilled through broken windows. They paused beneath dangling chains. Claire trembled at Adam's side. Stay behind me, he whispered fiercely. Footsteps echoed on concrete above. A single lamp flickered at the top. Sophie's silhouette appeared on the catwalk. She held the sapphire necklace aloft. Its facets caught the pale light. Her smile was cold as steel. Adam, you finally made it, she purred. He stepped forward, fists clenched. Claire gasped beside him. Sophie pressed one finger to her lips. Listen. Heavy boots descended the metal stairs. Cartel enforcers fanned out behind her. Adam's heart hammered like a war drum. He met Sophie's gaze, furious. You used me, he said quietly. Her laugh was soft and cruel. I used you to get what I wanted. She tossed the necklace into the dust. It skidded across the floor. Claire's eyes went wide. Alina leveled her weapon. Drop it, she ordered. Sophie raised both hands slowly. Go ahead, she challenged. Adam's blood roared in his ears. Lightning flickered outside. He risked a step closer. Sophie inhaled sharply. One moment of hesitation, then she lunged for the necklace. Adam dove after it. Metal scraped under his palm. He clutched the velvet box's lid. Claire screamed behind him. Gunfire erupted from the stairwell. Alina fired back without flinching. Bullets pinged off steel walls. Dust and grain hushed around them. Adam rolled, hiding behind a crate. He peered around the corner. Sophie stood motionless, eyes wide. A bullet whined past her shoulder. She stumbled back, clutching her arm. Adam seized his chance. He sprinted toward her. Claire surged beside him. Stop this, Adam shouted. Sophie faltered, panic surfacing. Her gun clattered to the ground. Claire kicked it away. Adam grabbed Sophie by the shoulders. Her eyes filled with tears or rage. He yanked the necklace free from her fingers. Sapphire sparks danced in his palm. Outside, sirens wailed closer. Cartel men roared in anger. Alina fired at their legs. They collapsed with thuds. Adam scooped Claire into his arms. He half carried, half dragged her toward the exit. Sophie collapsed beside him, sobbing. "Why?" Adam demanded. She only stared, mouth trembling. Behind them, the enforcers stirred. Alina grabbed Claire's hand. They burst through rusted doors. Cold wind hit their faces. A police cruiser screeched to a halt. Officers poured from both sides. Adam shielded Claire as guns trained on them. He raised empty hands. "Please," he gasped. One officer recognized Alina and lowered his weapon. Backup floodlights bathed the dock. Cartel men dropped their rifles. Adam laid the necklace at the officer's feet. He dropped to one knee beside Claire. She clung to him, shaking. Sophie stood, sobbing, cuffed. Adam's chest pounded with relief. He glanced at Alina, gratitude in his eyes. She nodded once, then melted into the crowd. Claire stared at her brother. "I'm safe," she whispered. He hugged her tight. The sapphire's glow faded on wet pavement. Thunder rolled overhead. As officers led Sophie away, Adam realized he'd saved more than his sister. He'd reclaimed his own strength. Yet, as rain washed over them, a single doubt remained. Could he ever trust another gift? Asterisk. Claire's tear-streaked face softened with dawn light. Adam guided her to the pier's edge. Police boats swayed gently on Lake Michigan. Cartel evidence crates lined the dock. The sapphire necklace lay sealed as evidence. Claire flexed, trembling, fingers around Adam's hand. He knelt beside her on weathered wood planks. "Thank you," she whispered, voice steadying. He brushed wet strands from her forehead. They watched sunlight dance across still water. Detectives packed files into evidence trucks. Sophie's betrayal made headlines by noon. Court dates followed. Within weeks, Adam testified against the cartel's operators. Alina returned to federal witness protection. She sent Adam a single card months later. "You did well," it read in black ink. Adam kept it in his desk drawer. He declined offers to return to fast-track projects. Instead, he redesigned a community center. Claire volunteered at its opening ceremony. Neighbors gathered around festive banners. Children's laughter echoed in bright halls. Adam caught Claire's eye across the crowd. She wore simple sapphire studs in her ears. He smiled, heart lighter than it had been. She waved him over, elbowing a friend. He joined them beneath autumn-reed leaves. She leaned close, voice soft. "I feel safe with you," she admitted. He wrapped an arm around her shoulders. He vowed never again to let fear win. They moved toward the center's ribbon. Scissors glinted in the morning sun. Claire held one handle, Adam the other. Together, they cut the satin ribbon. Applause rang out under clear skies. He glanced down at his empty coat pocket. The velvet box stayed locked at home. No gift mattered more than this moment. Later, they walked Lakeshore Drive at dusk. Golden light shimmered on rippling waves. Claire rested her head on his shoulder. Adam inhaled crisp evening air. "This is our story now," he said. She looked up, eyes bright. "And our happy beginning," she added. He smiled, heart full of promise. A stray leaf drifted between them. He reached out, catching it gently. The future lay open and bright. Hand in hand, they strolled on. Behind them, the city skyline glowed. Their steps echoed hope into the night. Asterisk.